We're here in Spain, Europe, and we're looking at a standard household kitchen. And there's something in this kitchen which is quite interesting compared to the US. This is a affordable induction oven. This is full convection on the bottom and 3 burners, or quote-unquote burners, on the top. It is Electrolux. And this is a high-powered induction cooking top. So the full unit is sold with the oven and the top, in case anybody is curious. I got a chance to go to a superstore or a super center here. I'm not sure exactly what they call them in Europe. And of course they had a whole area showing almost 20 different brands of induction oven systems ready for sale and delivery. I live in California, so I'm going to be comparing it to that. This induction oven in Europe, along with 98-99% of everything else that's available here, is about, if you convert it to US dollars right now, it's about $600 US. And it's a very capable unit, very fine-grained controls on the induction unit system. And I was curious about it because I lived in the US almost all my life, been in California for quite a while, and I took it upon myself to see how much high-quality induction system ovens, that's the convection bottom oven and the top induction, we'll call them burners, are selling for. And in the US they come with generally 5 burners, and that's probably the most you can really use at once anyway, unless you're being really adventurous, due to the fact that they're really fast in cooking things. So juggling more than 5 burners is going to be difficult anyway. The ones in the US, the really cheap ones, because there are cheap ones, you can look them up, they start at maybe $1,600, $1,800, and of course the sky's the limit. They do have really high-end brands here in Europe as well. They're all selling, again, 3 burners for about $600. Now, to all the folks that are curious, and I get this a lot, well, what about the 5 burner systems that are available in the US and how do they compare? Well, good question, because when I went to the Superstore, on the books they do have the 5 burner full quote-unquote US width size. That's the full inch width size of a US system, and those are a little bit more expensive, of course, not gonna sugarcoat that. They are running about $800 to $1,000 out the door. That's everything paid and installed. And then that's what makes this interesting, because right now in the US, and again this is late 2012, I mean, you can look around and you can find a reasonably good induction cooking system for $1,600, maybe on a really deep discount sale. It's probably going to be a very low-end system, by the way. So yes, they exist, but you're going to be cutting corners on that, like the specificity with which one can control the temperature, actually taking a infrared thermometer to the cooking systems will show that they're not very accurate, and then the quality of the convection ovens, again with the quote-unquote cheaper units in the US, will show that they don't hold the right temperature, and they have issues cooking really large items. So getting that out of the way, here in Europe they have, again, many brands. I saw at least 20 of these induction systems. They're all moving to this. They're 240 volts, so they connect. They would easily plug in and connect without any modifications in the US, if they were imported. But again, there's an interesting, massive price difference when it comes to the 5 burner systems. The high-end units in Europe going for about $1,000 US dollars, and then if you flip around in the US and you actually look for a high-end system, you're going to be starting at about $2,500 to, the sky's the limit. I've seen them as high as $5,000, and these are very high quality cooking systems, but they're way overpriced. I'm not sure what the issue is. Clearly some things happen in Europe before they do in the United States, and we are bearing witness to this as an example, and that's the induction cooking system that is readily available in Europe at a reasonable price, maybe 30 to 40% more than a comparable gas or non-induction electric cooking system, whereas in the US things get really out of control with the pricing. So hopefully somebody who watches this works for a company that is in charge of manufacturing these and can bring them to market to the US for a reasonable price so that people can benefit from the amazing speed of the cooking capability of induction, and also, you know, you get a good convection oven to boot. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.